I came across a pretty awesome solo by Chris Potter on YouTube. It's on the Charlie Parker tune Relaxin at Camarillo. I decided to break it down into really practicable elements just in the first chorus, with the intention of continuing on with additional choruses later on. Let me share with you what I found out. Okay, so first of all, I think it's really important to listen to the original recording by Charlie Parker and then learn the melody very well. As far as the actual improvisation goes, and you can check out the URL here and listen to Chris Potter play it. But as far as the big picture elements, I think a couple things are important. First, starting really simple with 3 basic phrases and leaving space, which is essential for the blues. So here are those 3 phrases. There's one. 2 and 3. And I should mention that this transcription that you're seeing, that's in the key of C, but also it's transposed up an octave to avoid ledger lines. Okay, so getting back to the content, that space is essential, and then this clear delineating of the 1 and the 4 chords. You check out these guide tones that are happening. There's the 3rd of the 1 chord. 7th of the 4 chord. There's a 3rd again. In terms of phrase placement, this is interesting as well. He doesn't start any phrases on downbeats, which gives it a really good sense of forward motion in his phrases. The first phrase begins on the and of 3. The next phrase, beginning in bar 6, the and of 4. And then finally, the last phrase on the and of 2. In terms of melodic language, there's a bunch of things that are that give us good practicing material here. And this all kind of depends on where you're at in your development. First thing is the upper lower neighbors that he does at the beginning. You could take that through all chord tones, just that one concept. And you could do it through all chords. Right? There's other things like chromatic approaches and enclosures. If you look in bar 7, just enclosing the thirds would be a really good exercise. There's also some good 2-5-1 language with altered dominant resolutions here. If you look at bar 4, that's definitely worth practicing in all 12 keys. And then beyond just the pitches and the melodic material, there's some really great things as far as style goes. The articulation is primarily on the offbeats, but notice it's not all the offbeats. So if it was all the offbeats, it would sound really rigid. Right? But it's more nuanced than that. And furthermore, the highest pitches of the phrases are frequently articulated. Etc. So that's worth practicing from a style standpoint on whatever scales you're working on. And then there's a couple cool things related to subtoning. A lot of the lower notes that are marked in X's over here are subtone notes on the saxophone. And then there's a couple where he deadens the reed and just gets a um, like a deadened effect moving through the line. That happens in that G7 flat 9 chord right there. So you still get a sense of rhythm, but a really cool effect along the way. And then the lower notes are obviously uh, more subtone. So I plan on following up with another chorus later. Enjoy. Happy practicing.